Hey guys, good morning, afternoon, hola, bienvenidos, wherever you may be.
Hey there, Miss Amanda.
Hi. How was
Before we
everything
say hello,
today? What? I'm sorry.
never mind.
You doing things your computer doesn't like? I hear it dinging at you.
Carry on.
Anyways, forgive my grumpy co-host, which I made him grumpier because he says I was asking dumb questions. But anyways, so welcome to those that are with us. We have Raiden Radio is first. Of course, we have Jim, Nick Greer, who will be catching the replay later. So hi to Nick in the future. We have Mr. Von Stugel. And of course, teach me how to snuggy snuggy. Mr. David Feed. I'm hearing feedback, I think. Julius Freeman Comics, thanks for joining us. Of course, thanks for the misses. Oh, Hail the Mo, thanks for joining. And I don't see George, but hi to George if you're watching this in the future. All right, so this is a show where Jim and I get together and we look at campaigns on Creator Go, and basically we give some of our opinions about what we like, what we don't like, and hope that the chat participates as well, whether they agree, whether they don't agree. I don't know, different things that they see that they might like, and maybe we're encouraging creators to do things certain ways or change things certain times or whatnot. Just kind of like a fun thing to hang out, and then a fun, hopefully maybe slightly educational for the creators that may be watching or watching on the replay.
Yes, and just remember that it's just our opinions. We're fairly new to comics, the both of us. And but if you're watching the stream afterwards, make sure to keep an eye on chat because a lot of good nuggets of information come from the chat.
And we do try to pull them up, but you know, we are not the best at running the dynamics of StreamYard.
No, we are
We are. We're pros.
the best you can get.
Okay. All right. So you want to pull up Creator Go, or did you want to
Sure.
start with
Let
something
me
else
share that.
first? Or all right. So is this the 2022?
It
Yes.
is.
Okay. So I'm not sure. We have not had anything come out from the beginning. Well, not sorry, not from the beginning. Let me choose my right words. Since last week, the last time we aired. Although Ethan did launch his toy campaign, well, merch campaign. I don't know if we want to look at that, but that's definitely not books. Doesn't really have art. But I think that's the only thing that has come out in the last week.
Yeah, and everyone, this list we're using is creatorgo.com/CG. And it's created by Nod Sabot. Go ahead and follow him on Twitter.
It looks like most of these are funded or
Yeah,
ended or.
I didn't see any open unfunded.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Could be. There's only 42 campaigns. Should there be more this time of year?
I don't
I
know.
don't
We
know.
have a few coming this week. Let's see. We have what, five of them launching this week. Also, the Nosfero. Is it Nosferatu? All right. Which one is
What's this?
what's what? Sick
Sick
Fox
Fox.
Studios
What is?
Unlimited. I don't know.
You want to check it out?
Sure.
Oh,
But
I
I was
see.
saying the Norwal and the Shanth, I always get backwards. Because Nosfero, I think, is Shanth, and Nosferatu is Narwhal. But anyways, Narwhal's book is like closing down like completely today. So just to let you know. And then
Is
those
it
that are launching is what? Skits Book Zero, Magna, and the Posse, which is John Hervey, who does Black Tiger. We have man, I'm drawing a blank now. There was somebody else that was launching with him. Or not with him, but on the same day. Then we also have Clint Stoker's Dracula launching, and crap, why am I drawing such a name blank?
Peter Simeti's?
Oh yes, King Cryptid is Wednesday as well. And Magna and Skits are the same day. That's why I was thinking I was missing one, but I'm not. Okay, so it's 4.
We usually look at low-funded campaigns. You want to go take a look at Nosferatu?
Well, no. Why don't we go look at the one you pulled up, or did you decide against it? The other one.
Red Gaze's book. I don't care, but I don't think it's
Six
anything
Fox
new.
Studios Unlimited with Red Gaze.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything new. Is it? Isn't that old?
I've never heard of it. Has anybody else in the chat heard of it? Are you sure it's Red Gaze? It says Six Fox Studios.
Or not Red Gaze. Yeah. Hold on a second.
Yeah, CJ Vacation is launching a week from today, I think, the 29th.
Blade Devil.
Mobig wants to point out that there are only 3 days left for Into the Cromniverse campaign. So if you wanted to go over that again while it's still live, this is your last chance. Yeah, we've gone over it twice. I think we're good there, Mo. But if others want to check it out, go right ahead.
Looks like this is a second chance for Blade Devil.
Oh, so okay, they're pointing out that it's Raging Golden Eagle, not Red Gaze.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Okay. I was confused. Not that I don't really watch Raging Golden Eagle, so I don't really know who he is. I just know the name. So that's Blade Devil Unlimited. Why are they titling it Unlimited? But they just
Let's
a
read
lot
it
of
and
people
find out.
have a lot of people have recently got copies of Blade Devil. Have I not seen that on Twitter? I don't know if anybody else can confirm that, but I could have sworn I've seen a few people receiving Blade Devil the last week or two. Hey, Johnny, thanks for joining us. And Mr. Good Stuff. All right, so missed on the first Blade Devil or held back because you were burned too many times on other crowdfunders? Ooh. Well, you're in luck. What do you think of that line? Or held back because you were burned too many times on other crowdfunders? I think that's a good selling point.
Why not? I mean, it isn't singling out anyone, and there's a lot of crowdfunds haven't succeeded or haven't fulfilled. I'm still waiting on 4 from 2019.
Yeah, but I don't. That's the first get you. Granted, this is a second chance, but that's the first line, the first thing you're reading, and already it's going into the negative. I don't know if that's a good selling point. But anyways, I guess that's just me. So yeah, Blade Devil. I don't know when this first launched. The art looks decent.
Yeah, Odie.
Oh, Odie's the one that did it? Okay, so Odie's the one that did
Odie cover.
Oh, it's just an Odie cover. What did he do? That book, the manga book. Can't think of the title at the moment.
Xenotype, it's right here.
Xenotype. I can't read it that small. Let me zoom in. Okay. Yeah, okay. So yeah. So it's just a cover. Alright, so what's the interior art looks like? Just another unlimited cover.
170-page book.
That's a lot of pages.
107 pages sequential art.
107 pages of sequential art. So it has 50 pages and 3 side stories. So it has 53, no, 50, 63 pages of Monster Girl bestiary fan art. That's a lot of extra pages. Hey V, thanks for joining. Johnny agrees about the negativeness right off in the front. Hey Z. All right. What do you think of the art?
I think it is fine.
Is it something you like?
Sure,
I can
why
tell you,
not?
I don't like it. Like it looks dynamic. It looks I don't know. There's nothing really wrong with the art, but it's not something I like enough to back. Let's just put it that way. It looks a bit manga-ish, and it looks a bit to have subject matter that I'm not really interested in. There was a time that I used to like high fantasy, but that's not my favorite anymore. Mo says it looks like we breathe in color. Oh, when people do the okay, stop right there. So see the whole first 21 pages here. Do you like it when they give previews like that? Like, have
Sure,
you
why?
actually looked at it?
I haven't looked at it, but it's fine for them to offer it.
AGP. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever looked at somebody who's done that either. But it is kind of nice to have it if you wanted it. Although they do give, the interior pages as a, to wet the whistle, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I think it's the same along the same lines as if someone created like an ash can to give out at conventions or something. Give someone
Yeah.
a preview of the book if they're interested. They'll want to see the rest of it.
True. All right, so they're doing another thing here. Just don't scroll too far. They're doing another thing here that I haven't seen before. And I don't know if I like it or not yet. But okay. So it says check out the original Blade Devil campaign here for the story info, more sample pages, and more. Scroll down and select continue reading and check out the updates tab too. I think that's a pretty confident move to list check out the updates page because they're thinking that, they must post enough to not have anybody complain about it. And then if people are looking at the old campaign page and checking out the different tabs, they're probably going to read the comment tabs too, no? So they must have done pretty well with the previous campaign.
I guess I'm not following why that would be a problem.
I don't know that it would be a problem. I'm just saying it's almost like it's a cocky move. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we did so well with the original Blade Devil that you can check out how well we did looking at the last one with the updates and
No,
they did the
that's not the
same.
way I take it. I
That's
take
not the
this
way.
as
Okay.
a way of saying we're not going to repeat all the information. So, but go here and you read more about it. That
Oh.
way they can have a nice short. There's just a couple of quick blurbs about the story. So if you
Well,
want to find out more about the story, you can go check out the original campaign.
okay. Well, if you're saying that, I don't like that. Because it's like, hey, we don't want to be bothered by putting the details here. Go check out the previous campaign.
Yeah, and again, I disagree because it's like what they're saying is we don't want to put tons of useless information here if you don't want to see all of it. If you do, go to this link.
True.
It's nice and brief and to the point.
I don't know.
But
What about those in the chat? Do you feel as though each campaign, even if it's a continuing story, should give us enough detail about the story in which it's providing, or even if it's a second chance campaign, should they pretty much run a similar intro? I usually do, Mo. All right, so Mo overall feeling about this. I don't care about this book one way or the other. My complaint would be that the title of the campaign doesn't have the title of the book in it, which is, I think that is right on. Because yeah, it has the studio front and foremost. So you're kind of like, okay, is that the title? No, it's the studio. And then it's untitled. So what's untitled about it? So I wonder,
Yeah.
did they not? Oh no, unlimited.
Maybe he's not too worried about. Maybe he just has overprint books left over. Or no, I guess if he's having a new exclusive cover, I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't want to advertise it so much.
Yeah, I really think he should have like Blade Devil Second Chance or something like that. Because if people are talking about Blade Devil after they receive their copies, they're probably going to be searching it based on the title.
True.
Although he has like a monster channel, right? So he's probably pushing this quite big. Although, 38 days left. I wonder how many days he started with. And if it was 60, he's only got 6,000. So I guess that proves Vanessa's point earlier about how it's a second chance campaign. So the true believers have already received their copies.
So if you do a search for Blade Devil, it comes up second, right after the original campaign. So the keywords must be enough to put it in the search engine.
Oh, yeah. Maybe because it has Blade Devil in the under thing. All right, so David has a point here about maybe they're going to put Blade Devil 2 and 3 in this Indiegogo campaign over time. If it goes into in demand, can you add tiers and change it up and just keep using it as a forefront? I don't know that I know enough about Indiegogo if they could do that.
Yeah, I'm
And
pretty
that doesn't.
sure they can add tiers at any time.
I don't know if that's a good marketing move, but maybe.
I don't. I think we might. We're just guessing that they're even going to do that.
True. So Mo Big says he got a lot of requests for the book after it was closed, so we opened up a quick and half-assed campaign page just for them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But then again, if he's doing a different cover, I don't know.
Make it something special for those that want to buy the new cover. You know what I mean? Like there are some people out there that are collectors and just want to buy all the covers.
Right, but then that goes against the not advertising it theory. So,
All right.
yeah. Anyway,
What's the cost on these things?
both covers $50 is the featured tier. That's a pretty decent featured tier. $20 digital. $25 for the OD cover or the unlimited cover. Oh yeah, so it's not the old printing. It's definitely new covers for both. It's definitely a second printing.
Has anybody in the chat gotten their first one, and do they have input as to if they liked it or didn't like it, if they already read it?
$15 shipping to the United States, $40 shipping to the United Kingdom. And $40 shipping to Australia. But as far as content, if you do like the content, it's a pretty good price for that many pages.
I don't think David's backing based on the the shipping fees. Don't blame me on that one there, David. Because yeah, you're paying $15 more for a book to ship to the UK than the book actually costs.
Sure.
Hey, Darkside, thanks for joining.
Looks like they're getting premium for Odie's signature. $50 for a signed Odie cover.
Do we know what country Odie is in? U.S.?
He's Greek.
So he is in Greece, so they'd have to ship it to him and then ship it back to wherever the person has backed it from. That's a lot of shipping charges. Maybe that's why they're charging a lot.
I would think they'd fly him in, but either way, it is there is a cost involved, of course.
Is the tentacle triple tier? What is that? Is that from this book, Vanessa? I'm not familiar with that tier.
From the original campaign, maybe.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, he was asking. Now that I think about it, what Six Fox Studios was when he was doing the unboxing.
Vanessa says like unboxing a phone book, so that 170 pages is pretty hefty.
When did Odie go to Australia?
Oh, I did not know that. I heard he was Greek nationality since you said it, but I don't know where he's located. Do you? Okay, so Johnny brings up how he hates when his books are signed. How do you feel about it there, Jim?
I think autographs should, I don't know, unknown artists, creators, I think people will know when their autograph is valuable. I don't think they should just offer it up, especially first campaign, first time creator. Make your IP valuable and make people seek out your autograph, and then that's when you include it. But that's just my opinion.
See, I like it when it's included. And and I know some people, there's the debate for whether or not they should charge for the signature. I've added on things in certain campaigns to have the book signed. I don't know that I'm a fan of having them signed on the cover per se, as they'll be, worn a little bit more. Although I guess it doesn't really matter. But I do like them signed, and I'll like I said, I will purchase to have a signature on it. I don't know. I think I kind of like the fact that, hey, this is a first edition copy, and someday if this person moves on, goes on, I have a first edition copy of it signed. Vanessa's pointing out how the TTT was from the OG campaign, so it was triple copies of the book, so it should be why it was a phone book.
Yeah, and she's saying that Odie joined the Australian Army. I don't think so. Greece has compulsory service, and that's what he was doing when he did Xenotype. Unless he finished his compulsory service in Greece and then moved to Australia and joined their army. But that would be weird.
Raiden says he's ran a poll about signing covers, whether signing the cover versus the inside, and it was kind of, I guess, same amount of people preferred it inside as they did outside. Did you ever run a poll as to if they preferred it not their JP?
Yeah, it would be hard to. Twitter only allows you like 4 poll, choices, right? So there's way too many variables. Like, do you want a book signed? Do you want a book by anyone signed, any creator, or do you want books by, the mainstream creators who are very popular? I don't know. Yeah, that's hard to say who's going to answer the polls also, because the who cares people might just not care about the poll. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Do we have anything else in this that we want to hit? We didn't.
I don't know, but what did you say? What was your answer?
I said I paid for signatures before. I like having signatures. Doesn't matter if they're known or not known. Even first-time creators.
Okay. Yeah, no, I guess we're done with this. When you check something else out. Or...
I want to know if is it Justin that we're going with V knows that you're checking out other guys. Vanessa's in the chat talking about a guy who has an awesome cowboy hat and cowboy boots to match.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In the chat, it's okay. You can ignore them. That's what you do.
It's kind of hard to ignore you though when you're talking about something.
Yeah. That's why I try to make it that way. I feel like people who say they don't even want the inside cover signed are just trying not to single out B-Rose and hurt his feelings, but they are strongly opposed to chicken grease on their books. I truly do hope that he does anything with his books, even bagging and boarding, that he puts some gloves on. There was another comment further up. Of course, my computer's messing up on me. Oh, so Astro Zombie wonders if any CG creator has done signed book plates. Why do I feel like that has been done?
I don't know. Did Billy Tucci do that or something? Maybe. I don't know about CG creators, but I think there was talk of it.
I don't know. Although, would you really do a book plate in a comic book? I don't know. And then you can have it as a sticker and then stick it on it if you want it, or just have it enclosed as like authenticity. That would be kind of interesting.
I have no idea. I think maybe some signed prints or something would be cool for certain people. But like I said, I don't really care about signatures of unknown creators. So are there any other campaigns you want to go over, or you just want to have a short day?
No. A half hour I think is a little too short. All right, so what were you talking about?
There's no such thing as too short.
There is. All right, so what was the one you were talking about before we went back to the Blade Devil one?
Nosferatu.
Okay, yeah, that's closing out. We can go to that one. We haven't done that one yet. Darkside is suggesting, whoops, Red Eyes. We actually already did Red Eyes 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, I don't remember which episode.
Yeah, we already did it. And we do update the thumbnails after the fact. So you would be able to see the picture of Red Eyes right on the thumbnail if you wanted to go check that out. Alright, so Nosferatu by Narwhal. Oh wait, it's already closed. Man, I thought it was closing like tonight at 3 a.m. or whatever, because he said 1 day left, and I think when I read it was 15 hours, which made me think it was today.
Yeah.
Alright, so Nosferatu, he is taking a classic movie and a classic silent movie and adapting it to a book. And of course doing it in Narwhal's style.
Yeah. Definitely interested in seeing what this turned out like.
Did you back this one?
Yes.
I did too.
I don't know if there's any Narwhal stuff I won't back unless he works for some other creator again sometime.
So you've gotten Earth 2 and Earth 1?
Earthbound, yes.
Oh, yeah, those. And you like them?
So anyway, this book is about what?
That's why I paused, because I realized where my question was going.
I like book one. I didn't read book two yet.
Okay. For those that may or may not know, Jim has quite the backlog of books he hasn't read yet.
I don't think there's anyone that doesn't know now, Mouth.
No, not now. But I had to explain why we
No,
were like laughing at an inside joke.
you didn't really have to
Yeah,
explain it
I did. That's me.
or even bring it up at all.
So the silent film appears to have word bubbles. Go back up. Yeah, that's a word bubble. Okay.
What? What are you talking about? Silent film?
The silent film. So these people are talking. Is it not just me that thinks that's kind of funny? Like, I like that it does, but I just think, the silent film has the people talking. It's an adaptation of the silent film.
Have you ever watched the silent film?
No,
There's
can't say I have.
dialogue. There's dialogue in them.
So it's what do you want to call it? Captions on the bottom.
They usually use a whole frame, usually in between frames of the action.
Oh, okay.
A lot of times it's just narration and not dialogue, but
Mo thinks it's a little odd. So if it's supposed to be silent film, they should use old-timey text cards like silent films had instead of speech bubbles. But I guess it's an adaptation, so therefore Narwhal can use his artistic licensing.
yeah, I don't think I'd want a comic book with no text.
All right, so you said you liked Narwhal's art enough to back all his books going forward. Now I have to say that some of Narwhal's stuff is touch and go for me. I do like his art in the way that the flow of it. I think it's very easy to read Narwhal's pictures and figure out what's going on, and then I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I do like that. I think my favorite thing that Narwhal's done that I've read is actually the piece in Graveyard Shift. I really liked the story, which he wrote and did the art for, which was, is it Lily? Lily's Lilith's origin story.
I haven't read it.
And say I know I didn't read Earthbound 1 or 2, and I actually didn't back it. I did back $4.99, but that was mostly so I could get Foreign Agent because I heard really great things with Foreign Agent. I wasn't too keen on the story. I didn't really care for it. It was okay, but nothing. So I think with Narwhal stuff going for, I don't necessarily, I'm not like a solid backer of Narwhal stuff, but the subject matter definitely has to catch my eyes.
Were you around when he was creating it, talking about it, and did you watch any of his videos while he was creating Foreign Agent?
No, because that actually was came out after I came in. I think people were just receiving it like the end of 2020 when I came in. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, he had interesting streams and showed his progression in creating the animated trailers and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've popped into a couple of his streams. He's not one that I watch regularly, but I do have a habit if nothing else is on, I'll pop in and see who's in there and listen for a few minutes before I might have to move on to doing something in the household.
I think a lot of us just backed him, to get him out of the grocery store. As quirky as he is, he's a endearing soul.
That is true. Nuggy says he generally likes Narwhal solo stuff.
$4.99 might have been interesting, but we all know what happened to that.
The art combination stunk, for lack of a better word. The story wasn't bad. I did like the story.
Yeah. So you want to look at any others, or want to wrap it up?
You were like in a hurry, aren't you?
Well, you're not coming up with anything to
Did we
look at.
did you look at the shipping for it? The cost? We didn't go down through the tiers?
Since it's closed, you can't.
Oh, that's true. All right, I would say pull up another one. They're talking about Charlie's London. We didn't look at that one yet, right?
Where's it at?
I don't know. Right there. Middle. Top. Go up.
Yes, Vanessa, I have a date with my smoker.
She sounds pretty hoarse. David points out that the Devil of Talonflats failed, but Richard Ambray is bringing it back stronger than ever. I know there was it Richard's book? David, you've always done Red Eyes 3, right? You didn't do something else? Because I don't know if it was you or it could be Richard. But there was a book that I backed that didn't fund, and I got a refund, which is actually the first book that I backed that didn't fund and got a refund on. But I don't think it was the Devil of Talon Flats, but maybe it was. All right, so we have Charlie's London from Walworth to Wartime. So this is the second one of like not necessarily semi-autobiographical, but semi-historical. How would you classify this of Charlie's Chaplin?
Yeah, I think either one would probably work. Talking about his journey and progression.
I think it's definitely neat that Charlie has like the backing behind the Chaplin not sure the right word I want, but the group to, publish this and like has their blessing. That's definitely something that's pretty cool in and of itself. I know she shared when the first one came out, she shared a picture of her books in the university, college, school library, and it was on display. And I thought that's definitely a pretty cool and surreal moment to see your books on display in a place that you frequent.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Astro Zombie says he liked the first book, so he's looking forward to number 2. I did not back the first book. I'm not 100% sure I'll back the second. Probably. Maybe. But I have not backed it yet. I can definitely say that. Isn't installment spelled wrong?
Doesn't seem to be a regular comic book, but like you said, it's historical. It'd be something good to have, good coffee table book or book to put on your bookshelf.
Is the second installment spelled wrong? Isn't there 2 L's in installment?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
So now you're an editor.
Oh! It's done it twice. So apparently someone thinks that's the correct way to spell it. Because it's up in that little and then in the heading of the second one.
Maybe there's an English spelling that's a little different, like aluminium versus aluminum.
Or color.
Color versus color.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this says it's pretty much a history book.
Okay. Scroll down. Let's look at some art. Wait, who does the art? Peter Gilmore? Did he do the art in the first one? And then now he's back to do all the interior art in the second?
I don't know, but there's a lot of stuff from a lot of pinups from different artists.
Somebody in the chat confirm who was the interior artist for the book? Yeah, I remember there was who did covers. Chubb did covers for the first one, which I really liked. So actually, when I looked at this campaign before, because I was debating backing, none of these covers actually jumped out to me. I loved the covers on the first campaign much better than the covers on the second one. All right, so Vanessa's pointing out that Peter Gilmore is not the interior artist, and he just did a cover. I don't know if anybody else thinks that too. That although they have a Graham Nolan cover, which that it's decent cover, but there was something about the art on the first campaign that I preferred, which was I think Chubb, and then did Delay do a cover? I think I really liked his too.
So here's the interior artist.
Mickey Arts. Mickey is our interior artist who made Charlie's London. Okay. That's how I decide what I want to buy there, Snuggie, especially if there's variants. All right. Why'd you go back up? Do you want me to read?
Yes.
Okay. As the premiere of Limelight unfolds, Charlie waits for the press and public reaction to one of his most personal works. His fate is being decided hundreds of miles away in a land which he once called home. However, this is not the first time a drama off-screen and on has blurred the lines between fact and fiction. In 1921, Chaplin returned to his beloved London, the most famous man in the world. Little did he know that the same fame and glory would be the foundations for some of his most artistically brilliant, but also scandalous and heartbreaking years of his career. Scandal.
Cool.
That does sound like a nice plug for the book. I like scandal and intrigue. The second part of our story includes the kid, the gold rush, the circus, city lights, modern times, and of course the great dictator, as we wanted to capture that in this campaign with our incredible covers.
Those must be titles of his films.
Or is it like an anthology book? I'd never thought it was.
No, but they're probably covering the time that he created these.
Oh, okay.
The
All right.
history, his life during that time.
That would make sense. And Astro Zombie does point out that they are the films. But I wasn't sure if she sorted the book from chapters based on the film titles or something. Like she could have.
Well, I think
Done
the
that.
whole series is following his life through his journey. So this part of his life is when he made those films that this story is about.
Okay. Caught between the world he had made for himself and the turmoil of the home he left behind, the little fellow looks on in his famous melancholy way. This concept brought to life by the incredible Graham Nolan and available exclusively for this campaign. I do like the dual time. Like he is sitting in like one place, but it's technically two different places. I like the look of that. That does make it an interesting
Oh,
cover.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Graham Nolan's pretty good. This one's
As well as the stunning black and white cover, they have a color version that was done by Gay Alteeb. Alteeb? Sorry if I butchered the name. So she's definitely putting more focus on the covers before the interiors. But most people do that, do they not? Like, look at all these great covers you can decide, and then we'll get into the interior.
well, yeah, they're probably more complete too. And I don't know. Here's a Peter Gilmore cover.
GB points out that he backed and he got the colored version, which I'm assuming is the colored version of the Graham Nolan one.
Looks like you have a second printing of book one also.
Yeah. Mo was pointing out earlier about the 5-cent cover charge. Sign me up for 10.
The luxury box.
Is that what shipped did? Wait. She said she's bringing back the luxury box.
Yeah.
Did anybody in the chat back the luxury box? I don't know that I've seen anybody unbox it and what it looks like. It almost looks like it's like a chocolate box where it has the cover that comes off. That's kind of interesting. So I wonder if she puts the stuff in there and then she must package that in another box so that box doesn't get damaged.
I don't know.
Wonder if there's a.
I don't think I had a fancy box like that. I don't remember.
Arrogant Ape pointing out that the box is worth it. I do like the looks of that box. Classy, sleek. It does look luxurious. And it also includes a silver painted figurine of Charlie and Buster from the Tramp Tales.
100 millimeters. What? It's like
They're in
4
the UK.
inches.
I don't know. Is it?
Like, yeah, 25.4 millimeters per inch. A little shorter than 4 inches. Also unpainted figurines. So, did we have? Yeah, I think you're right. There's a lot of emphasis on covers. I don't see any interior art.
Are you saying you got the black box there, Arrogant Ape? I'll have to go check out your video. I did not see that when I missed it. And then Snuggy points out that even if you're not a Chaplin or history fan, the book was a really good read.
Excellent.
All right, so 15K stretch goal. What is she at these days?
17, 120.
And just launched, what, 13-ish days? No. Yeah, 13-ish days ago. She already went from the get-go 60, huh? She didn't do a 30 and 30? Wonder why. All right, go ahead and go down. To the 6 a.m. Modern Times Charlie and Charlie sticker for every backer. I do like that sticker. I think, if I was Charlie, that would be like one of my favorite things. Although I think she has a lot of stuff in the campaign that she really likes. Probably helps working with a subject matter she loves.
Here's the Snuggy Junior stretch goal.
Only what? Just over $2,000 more to go, Snuggy. Back 20 more times.
$30K. Got cover as a print for every backer. Circus
40K.
badge.
Yeah.
I don't know that I care about a circus badge. I don't even know what
So would that
circus
be like
badge
a
is.
pin, but another way to say pin?
Maybe.
Or is it a hole at the top and it's almost like you stick it on a lanyard?
I don't know.
Hmm. Not enough info. We need more info. And the print too, I wonder what the size that is. If that's like what's the, there, do it A4? Is that similar to a comic book size? Is an A4?
No, I
Talking
think
about it,
A4 isn't A4 close to 8.5 by 11.
which would be similar to a comic book size, no?
What did you say about A4? What's A4? What are you
I don't
talking
know.
about?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Where did you see A4?
I didn't see it anywhere. I just know people talking about it in general.
Yeah, I have no
Because
idea
we
what
go
it's.
by like, 9.5 or 8.5 by 11 or 9 by 12. And
Yeah, A3 is 11 by 17. A4 is 8.5 by 11. They're a little different, half inch here and there, but
okay. All right. So I'm torn about these thumbnails. Like, I think they're pretty. I like the silent film look, but the image of the books are too small.
yeah, I agree with you a little bit because the images, they do have the images big in the campaign, so it's probably not too bad to have it small over here,
Okay.
in my opinion. Right? Because we've seen these images already, so this just
Yeah, because it's
I
just
kind of like
covers,
it. Yeah, and these are the cards that you see, during the silent film.
the caption cards. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Let's take a look and see how much it costs for just the book shipping.
Not the double page. That's 2 books right there.
Let's look at this. About $25 for the book. $20 shipping to the US. £7 in the UK. £20 to Australia.
Wait, what was it to the U.S.?
£15, about $20 or so,
Oh, okay.
roughly.
I'm looking at that for a second there. I thought it was 35, and I'm like, wow. But I read it wrong. All right, so you're looking about $50 for a book. Now, what's the yawn? She has a tier that's yawn. What is that?
Jan
It was up.
is
I know Jan's her husband. Yes, I know that, but yawn reward. There we go. What is that? So as you all know, stencil artist Jan is my partner in crime and partner in crowdfunding. He tirelessly helps ship, bag, board, and write up forms and mailers when we fill the book. As I thank you for that and putting up with me, I want to let him see how much y'all appreciate him. That's right. Let's buy Jan his favorite craft beards. Okay.
yeah, so it's just a tip.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Johnny Rando points out it's buy Jan a beer.
Yeah, I don't care for those, but people do it. It doesn't bother me, but at least they isn't. Yeah, at least they
I've
aren't.
seen where it worked out with some people.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess, for people to do. It only bothers me if there's like 25 perks already. We don't need one more little unrelated to the book perk. But since this is nice and simple, it doesn't bother me.
Points out that Jan is currently 2 beers shy of a 6-pack. Hey, Frog G, thanks for joining and reminding us all to smash the like. And you can hit the subscribe if you want.
Or you have no choice but to subscribe to our
Are
channel.
you threatening our chat now, Jim?
No, I'm just stating facts. They have no choice.
So
It's
what
hypnosis.
she still has quite a few days on this, but do we know what the first one ended at? It was a bit, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I think she'll get the, what was it, 20K for the bookmark? I think she'll get the 20K before close. I don't think that'll be an issue. And then Snuggy can do his dabbing. Where you
53,985 US dollars, 753 backers.
3,000. I don't know. She's still got quite a few days in here, but I don't know. Do we think she's gonna beat the first one?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen her pushing it, but I might not have been watching as many streams as usual. I think it'll pick up.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's not stalling here.
I have no idea if it'll match the other one.
I'm curious though.
You can never tell around these parts.
How many backers do you still have it up?
753.
That's a pretty respectable number for backers.
For sure. Over 500 is pretty dang good for a first time creator.
So this one's showing a fixed goal of $12,488. What was the first one?
What was what?
What was the first goal?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Oh, okay. And then Vanessa is pointing out that the first campaign did launch on EVS. Has she been on EVS since its launch? Because where did it launch?
I don't know if she has. I've seen her on there fairly recently, but I don't remember if it was before the launch or after. I think I've seen him bring it up.
She launched on her own channel, didn't she?
I'm not sure.
I remember I was doing something. I wanted to catch it, but I think I caught the very end of it.
I don't know if it was her channel or just a CGUK stream. I don't remember.
All right. Folks in the chat, any other questions, concerns, comments about Charlie's London or any of the other two campaigns that we looked at, the Blade Devil or Nosferatu?
Nosferatu.
Yes, Nosferatu. Because we looked at 3. We're at the hour mark. We probably don't need to move on to something else.
Yay!
We can end Jim's
I
torture.
gotta go flip. I gotta go flip my country ribs.
I think, although I haven't been on Twitter lately, but Drink with Brink, Dave Brink usually has a show that will be starting. I don't know if it's 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, but he usually does a Sunday afternoon show.
Yeah, definitely go there. Subscribe to all those channels if you're not. Genuine Comics is Dave Brink's channel.
Alrighty, folks. Thanks for joining us. You have a good rest of your Sunday. We should see. Actually, I don't know if we will have a show next Sunday. I have to go out of town. So I'm not sure what time I'm getting back. I don't know if we'll hit a late show or not, but keep an eye on the Twitters, or if I can figure out how to like update the community tab for the subscribers on YouTube or whatnot. We'll keep you posted. But anyways, thank you all.
Talk to everyone later. Good seeing you.
Bye.